GC Builder asks, why don't I find some deserving artist in Nashville, write a song for them and change their life? Well, you know, some people in our industry would say, what? What kind of question is that? And, you know, okay, let's put the industry bias aside. This is actually a very good question. And I'm going to give you a detailed answer about why it wouldn't work. It sounds like a good idea, but the reason some people in our industry might not welcome this is, so before streaming, the money was in publishing, right? That's how I bought my house. So managers and labels were telling their artists to write more songs. Now, some of these artists probably were pretty good writers and could write songs, or at least try or learn to write songs. But some of these artists probably shouldn't have been writing songs. And this is why this is a good question, because it actually contributed to the downturn in our industry. It was one of the factors that nobody ever talks about. So artists who shouldn't have been writing their own songs started writing so that they would get a bigger piece of the pie. But now with streaming, that's not so important. In fact, who gets paid from streaming more than anybody? I mean, if at all, artists, right? Not the writers, which is why a lot of writers are up in arms. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is that perhaps based on that, a lot more ego came into the writing process than was ever necessary. Because remember, Nashville was built on the best writers in the world writing for the best singers. That's how Nashville came to be. That's why it was a music industry hub, but that's not the way it's been for quite some time. And what's occurred from that is that ego has come into the writing process more than it ever did, at least the way Nashville used to work. And now for me, I could write the best song you've ever heard. It can be like an undeniable number one in every category, but you would have a hard time getting it to a lot of artists because they want to write their own songs. The other thing is, if a young artist is in Nashville, they're more than likely trying to get their songs cut by other people as well as pursuing an artist career. So then it's not very likely you're gonna give, even if you wrote them yesterday, if a young Paul McCartney was here and gave them yesterday, I don't know. I hope so, but I don't know. That's how difficult it is. And this goes back to my video about getting your ego out of this and not being trapped by the industry itself, which loves to prey on your vanity. But that would be my answer as why you probably couldn't get even an undeniable hit song across to the artist. It would have to be an extremely enlightened young artist, and they would have to be extremely hungry and extremely wise to go, oh my God, I'm gonna put my own songs aside because this one's gonna make me, for them to record it. That's my opinion. I think that's why it probably wouldn't happen. It's possible, but not likely.